Hi traders, and welcome to my video on the breakaway candlestick pattern. In this video I'm going to show you how you can use this simple candlestick pattern to capture moves like this one for almost 700 pips and this one for over 500 pips. So stay tuned to find out how. As I said, this is a simple trading strategy that you can use on any trading platform, any trading instruments, so Forex, stocks, cryptos, commodities, indices, etc. I'm using the MT4, MetaTrader 4 trading platform, and this is the Euro-Dollar EU 4-hour chart. Okay, you can spot this candlestick pattern on any chart time frame. I just prefer the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly chart simply because they contain more price data and therefore, from my experience, the signals tend to be more reliable. That doesn't just apply to candlestick patterns such as the breakaway candlestick pattern, but also to technical indicators, support, resistance, trend lines, etc. Okay, I think it's worth clarifying as well that this breakaway pattern does have some set rules. For example, 4 candles up, 1 candle down, or 4 candles down, 1 candle up. I'm going to break the rules slightly because this is my interpretation of the pattern and what I find works for me. Okay, so I don't like trading situations that are too rigid because I feel they don't always show you what the market is actually telling you. Okay, if you're just trying to fit square pegs into round holes, so to speak. So you'll see what I mean in a minute, but first thing we can do is we first determine the trend, okay? So what I'll do is I'll draw my resistance. So you have resistance around here somewhere, okay? You had this little uptrend here, okay? See the support line. Okay, then the support line is breached there. Price turns down to the downside, okay? So after this support level is breached, price comes up to this next level of support, which is breached and just causes all this downwards momentum. You can see the lower highs around the resistance level, triple top formation, breakout to the downside. So we know we're in a downtrend. Okay, from here, we're in a downtrend, so we're going to look for a bearish breakaway pattern. Okay, I'm not going to look to buy against a downtrend like this, just as I wouldn't sell in an uptrend like this. Okay, I'm going to trade with the trend. So the breakaway candlestick pattern is we're going to first wait for a move, a big move, hence the breakaway. So for example, this move from here to here, okay? And then we're going to wait for a pullback. So this is the pullback we have here, okay? And I'm just going to draw my support level on that pullback and trade a breakout of that support level in the direction of the trend, okay? And that is my take of the breakaway candlestick pattern in a bearish scenario, okay? So first determine the trend direction, downwards, lower highs, wait for a pullback there. Still the market is still making these lower highs, okay? Lower highs, and then a breakout on the support level. We can get into this downwards trend at a favorable entry point. Stop loss I place around the high there, and then perhaps use a trailing stop on the way down to try and maximize profits. You can always close part of the position on the way down as well to bank some pips. Okay, so as I was saying, it's open to interpretation. In my opinion, the breakaway candlestick pattern, some traders say that, you know, well, that's not technically valid because you don't have exactly 4 bullish candles and then 1 bearish candle to cancel them out. For me, I don't need that. I can see here that this is a bullish move upwards, followed by a bearish move, a level of support. So I'm not going to ignore that potential entry into the trend, just as here. Even before then, this is a pullback here. As I said, this is a 4-hour chart, so we know there's plenty of price data included. If we went down to the 1 hour, this would be a bigger pullback, but regardless, we can use that level of support there as an entry. So we have our breakaway, we have our pullback, and then we can enter on the breakout there into this downwards trend. Okay. Even the first entry up here on this support level is a valid trade. I mean, if you took the first one, you've got, you know, over 350 pips profit potential. The second one with 300 pips. And even this one here on the bigger pullback, around 200 pips, okay? With relatively tight stop losses. For this one, stop loss above the high is around 15 to 20 pips. Stop loss above the high here, 15 pips. Slightly wider there, 40 pips, but you could always place it above this high here, which is around 25 pips. And I wouldn't use fixed take profit levels. I just take what the market can give me. Okay, I don't want to jump out of a trade too early with a 50 pip take profit when I can potentially get a lot more out of the market. So the breakaway pattern for me, we're looking for a trend, we're looking for a pullback, and we're trading on a breakout in the direction of the trend. Okay, so here, downwards trend, pullback. Okay, level of support, breakout, support, then comes resistance, potential trade. Okay, downtrend, pullback, level of support here, breakout, support becomes resistance. Although in this instance, even this short-term support here, okay, with this wedge pattern could have been an entry on the breakout there. Okay, market making these lower highs again. Once we see the market form this strong support level and start making lower, higher lows, the market looks like a stringent direction. So we just wait, and then we get our next breakaway. So breakaway there, pullback, and just the same principles applied. We can draw a support level, wait for a breakout, and trade. Pullback here. So breakaway, breakaway, pullback, trade a breakout of support there. Okay, so you can see on this trend, downwards trend, using the breakaway candlestick patterns, we have ample opportunity to enter and bank a good amount of pips. Do the same for an uptrend. Okay, so with an uptrend, we have a level of support. Okay, strong support there. You can see this trend line is breached to the upside, then becomes support. So it goes from resistance to support. We have a nice continuation upwards. And what do? So we wait for this breakaway, pullback. There's a pullback around here. Okay, so that's our breakaway, pullback, resistance breakout, big breakout candle. This resistance comes support, no coincidence, and a good move to the upside there. If we didn't take that one, you could have waited for the even deeper pullback here, big breakout candle, good opportunity to get in the uptrend there. Market is making higher lows. Simple trading, just simple trading, no unicorn or crystal ball indicators, no miracles, no martingale, no grid. Just finding a trend, trading breakouts in line with the trend, and using sensible money management. Of course, having good trading discipline, so don't let negative emotions like fear, greed, and anger cloud your judgment, causing you to make bad trading decisions. Don't force trades that aren't there. Don't overtrade. Okay, don't revenge trade, don't FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay, there'll always be opportunities. As I said, you can use this strategy on any trading instrument and any chart time frame. However, higher chart time frames, from my experience, will give more reliable signals. Okay, so as we see the price fall here and start making these lower highs, we don't look for any more long trades. We're going to want to wait for a continuation of the move, which we get here. Okay, and after the continuation, this is a big breakaway up there, pullback. And as always, wait for a breakout to the upside. I mean, you can draw your support resistance lines horizontally. You can even draw them like this as well. Okay. Still valid. You've got a W chart pattern there. Breakout to the upside. Big breakout, in fact. It's a good time to enter. Breakaway, pullback, breakout. Same thing happens here. Okay. No coincidence. That resistance then becomes support. Continuation. Okay, breakaway, pullback, breakout. Okay, and you don't want to buy too high. Okay, just go careful about that. If you've seen a significant move like this, you don't really want to buy at the top. You want to buy low, sell high. Okay, and then you can wait for the next opportunity to come along. In fact, even when you see these, we could have used a trailing stop on the way up, okay? So below the low, below the low, below the low, below the low, just locking in profit or closing part of the position, like 25% or 50% of the position, letting the rest run. As you see the market make lower highs, you might consider manually exiting the majority, if not all of the trade. And this is consolidation around here. And lower highs, breakaway, pullback, you know the drill, trade on a breakout. Okay, don't get me wrong, there will be instances where this won't play out. So for example here, the first one would have been okay. The second one arguably would have been fine as well. Okay, the nice breakout there, you can see from that breakout candle, but then we do fall into a bit of a bear trap around here. Traders who sold at the top here may be taking profits, and those who are selling around here start to get their stop losses taken out if they entered low here. Again, you can see it just causes that shift of momentum to the upside. That being said, this trade still would have been break even at worst. After this move here, you could have, moved your stop loss to break even, and had you have tried to trade this breakout here, I mean, after you see the price turn around, go back above the support line, you could have just exited for a small loss. Okay, and that way, if you cut losing trades short and let winning trades run, when you do eventually capture these big moves, you can make back from them losses and then some. Okay, so breakaway pattern for me, very simple thing. We're just looking for the direction of the trend, and we're timing our entry into the trend after a breakaway and a pullback. Okay, any chart time frame. I mean, they're open to interpretation as well. Like some traders may take more shorter terms, some traders may take only the obvious ones. Like just looking at this, we can see the market's making higher lows. Okay, obvious breakout of this consolidation zone up here, pullback and continuation. Okay, and just to reiterate, as I said, the textbook rule for breakaway pattern is for a bullish move is 4 bearish candles followed by a bullish candle, a 5th bullish candle. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4 bearish candles followed by a bullish candle, which should ideally be a big bullish candle to almost cancel out the bearish candles, and there should be a gap as well, as worth mentioning. However, if you just only take these, you're never gonna, or very rarely, find them on your charts. I just like to apply the same principle to this strategy anyway. For me, it's more effective. I'm not gonna not take any of these good trading opportunities simply because it's not a perfect breakaway pattern. And for a bearish breakaway, it is 4 bullish candles. 4 bullish candles and a bearish candle that will just almost take them all out. Okay, so what's that like here? We've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got more than 4 bullish candles here, and then you do have your bearish candle, but you'd want a bigger bearish candle, and as I said, you'd want the gap earlier on in the breakaway pattern. But for me, it's not a necessity. You can apply the same principles and capture good trades like this with sensible money management in any case. Okay, hopefully that has provided you with an idea, or with some ideas that you can implement within your trading strategy. If you want to use the textbook method of the breakaway pattern, good luck. There's plenty of articles out there, including on my website, which cover it in more details. Okay, do appreciate you watching. If you can like and subscribe, that would be great, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Take care.